Guys, so I feel like some people don't come on their stories enough, so I'm trying to get better at that. And I figure what better time to do so than now, because I did release my podcast episode today about intuitive eating, and I wanted to share some examples with you guys of what having body trust can do for you. So I'm going to share a couple screenshots of some client wins recently, and I'm going to talk about how this is possible for you too. So these are a few from a couple clients, and one thing to note here is that when you are able to trust yourself when other people make food for you, that is body trust. That is food freedom, because when you're so strict about what you can eat, what you can't eat, think about how often that shows up in your life. You know, it takes a lot of freedom away when, somebody prepares something for you and you feel like you can't eat it because you have all these food rules. So this is exactly where I like my clients to be. Now, obviously, this journey is not linear. There's a lot of trial and error to get to this place, but these are typically some of the first wins that I see with my clients once they start to rebuild trust with their bodies. Another amazing thing that I personally experienced myself was when you can eat something out of the bag and not have this mental calculation going on. I kid you not, that was like the most liberating part of my own journey, and is something that when my clients are able to get to this point where they are able to trust themselves to eat something like sweets or even chips out of the bag, this is huge intuitive eating progress, because you're no longer relying on the food scale or measuring cups or just having this fear that you are going to lose control because you trust your body. And once you're able to trust your body, it just makes eating so much easier, and you don't have to rely on all these diet rules anymore. Honest question for you guys. I want to ask you, when was the last time that you truly felt like you could be just spontaneous with food, right? So like, let's say it's the weekend and you wake up and you're hungry, so you make yourself a big breakfast, but then all of a sudden plans change and somebody invites you out to go get like a coffee, or they invite you out to go out to a late lunch. How are you able to navigate the day? Do you feel like something like that would cause a lot of stress for you? Or do you find yourself planning your entire day around what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat, how much you're going to eat? These are subtle but really kind of big red flags that your relationship with food could use some work. Because when you are able to be more spontaneous, it gives you so much life back that, was taken away from food. If you did answer those, I so appreciate you. I know sometimes it's not really easy to talk about these things. I will say that majority of the women that I work with feel a lot of shame and guilt for struggling with these things. And one thing I just want to remind you guys is that, unfortunately, I feel like the term eating disorder, nobody wants to be told that they have an eating disorder. Like, nobody, right? However, it's so important to understand that a lot of these things, you might not be diagnosed with an eating disorder, but it is disordered eating. And it's not your fault. I'm not judging you. I'm hoping nobody else is judging you either, because these are things that are unfortunately so normalized in our culture, but this does not have to be your normal. And you're the one that's living your life. You're the one that knows these things that might be causing a lot of stress in your life. And if that's you, I definitely encourage you to take this as your sign to change. So if you do struggle with these things, I have a couple options for you. So I always do have one-on-one coaching. However, I am planning on starting another group here next month for 5 to 8 women. Obviously, I like to keep my groups very small knit, because I do find that the group dynamic is just so much better. You're able to connect with everybody else. So if you are interested, just send me the word freedom and I can send you some more information. But if you're not sure if one-on-one or group coaching would be the better option for you in your struggles, please just let me know. Please don't shy away from this. I'm obviously here to support you, and I want you to get the care that you need. So just know I do have one-on-one and group coaching options, and we can find what's going to be the best for you.